Broadcasting live from the True Crime Today studios to the world. This is Murder in the Morning with Tony Bruschi and Stacey Cole.
From the Hit Killers Podcast, Murder in the Morning.
Florida authorities have new info on our favorite horrible mom in the world. Madeline Soto's mother, Jen Soto. There's some new details that have emerged in the case. Of course, her body found in a wooded area days after she was reported missing. According to a newly released case supplemental report from the Orange County Sheriff's Office, Jennifer Soto, Maddie's mother, told police that her boyfriend, Stephan Sterns, had been grooming and abusing her daughter before the teen was allegedly murdered. And yet she said that night, yeah, you two go up there and sleep.
I'm getting angrier and angrier at her.
How
and
are
I was
we
pretty
not
mad at her before.
How is this person not behind bars?
How is she? I mean, she, even for just child neglect.
Something.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine she's not going anywhere. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's a deeper investigation going on in here to other people that Stearns may have involved with, and they need to keep following that before it all goes dark. Because once they pop her, then all that would go. So maybe there's a bigger thing at play here. I think that's going on with Diddy right now too. Anyway, the disturbing revelation came after police presented Jennifer with photos discovered on Stearns' phone. Quote, he's been grooming and abusing my child, Jennifer allegedly told authorities, as reported by Fox 35, WFTV, and Click Orlando. The statement followed Stearns' arrest on unrelated charges of possessing child sexual abuse material, which occurred shortly after Madeline was reported missing from her home in Kissimmee, Florida, on February 26. Madeline's disappearance triggered a massive search effort, culminating in the discovery of her body on March 1st. Medical examiner later determined that Madeline had died from strangulation, as investigators have pieced together more events leading up to her death. Jennifer's claims about Stearns' alleged abuse became a focal point of the investigation. In a further twist, the case supplemental report also notes that Jennifer did not initially perceive Stearns' alleged sexual abuse as evil, though she did acknowledge the killing as such. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know what to say to that. I just, she is becoming more and more delusional to me. Like, how could you allow any of this to be going on right under your nose?
She did allow it to go on right under her nose. She wasn't oblivious to it, it sounds like. But still, she put herself first. She wanted to sleep that night and didn't. Her daughter be damned, I guess. I don't know. I think she's probably very mentally ill.
That's what I'm guessing.
I mean, at the end of the day, that could be some of it. She has been diagnosed with type 1. What word am I looking for here? Bipolar 1.
Well, that answers a little bit of the question.
A little bit, not completely, but
no.
Yeah. But the way of detaching and ability to, I don't know, there's a lot of, Authorities allege that on the night before Madeline went missing, Jennifer sent her daughter to sleep in the same room as Stearns. According to the supplemental report, Jennifer claimed she had a long day at work and needed to rest, leading her to make the decision. The next morning, Stearns was reportedly captured on video discarding items into a trash can on the property where he lived with Jennifer and Madeline. Among the discarded items, police later recovered Madeline's backpack and laptop. Orange County Sheriff John Mina provided further insight into the investigation, stating that Stearns' actions and the evidence found were crucial in building a case against him. In April, Stearns was charged with first-degree murder in connection with Madeline's death. Court records from Osceola County, Florida, reviewed by People, confirmed the charges. There's a lot more to come in this. Lots of questions about Jennifer's knowledge and involvement. I just don't know why there's been no arrest yet. Sterns has pled not guilty to the 60 counts of sexual abuse charges, but it remains unclear if he's going to enter a plea to the murder charge as of right now.
I think there's more to come. There has to be.
Hopefully.
There just has to
There's
be.
so much attention on this case. I can't imagine this is one where it's like fallen to the wayside by any means. I imagine it's a far deeper investigation, and there's going to be a lot more people picked off here in connection to him. And maybe that's why she has not been arrested as of yet.
Well, and I think they need her for information. And once she has supplied all of the information, I feel like I need to, just for my own ability to sleep at night, I need her to at least be scolded in some way that this is not okay. I understand her daughter is gone. I mean, that's a scolding altogether, but this was not acceptable parenting. And I'm not a parent, but I can tell you from the outside, this was not okay.
You want to give her a big old fashioned Minnesota scolding?
Yes.
She needs a scolding. Her daughter's dead. Scold her.
Wrap up a newspaper, the old style where
Yeah.
they actually got it in person and whap her on the nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a dog that just pissed on the lawn.
Bad.
No.
Bad, Jennifer. It's yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is here that it's like, you want to go ahead and lawyer up, you go ahead and lawyer up, and then we'll arrest you. For on all these charges. So you just sit tight here. We're not going to arrest you yet. And you're going to cooperate with us. And if you decide to lawyer up and won't talk to us, then we're just going to arrest you and pull you on all these charges. But maybe there'd be some grace if you work with us. That may be going on.
I would bet it is, because there's a lot of information that they need.
Mm-hmm.
Especially going after Stephan Soto.
Yeah.
And she's got the information. So she is a very important cog in this wheel. And I bet you're right. She made one sweet deal because she's not as guilty as him, but damn close.
I don't know. I still question why the doors are numbered in that house. That seems kind of brothelish to me.
Yeah.
And they're setting up to bedroom number 4, bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 3. Who the fuck does that? Unless you're...
I'm looking in my house. I don't have numbers on the doors.
It's just like, I don't know. It seemed weird. Very, very weird. There's another, if you want to have a good listen to something crazy, we have up on the podcast feed here, the interview that police did with Stephan Sterns' parents. And they throw him under the bus, put the bus in drive, go forward, the back wheels hit him, and then they put it in reverse and they go over again.
Well, as a parent, you'd like to think that you would always support your child. But when they do something horrific that you just have to turn away and go, I can't deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to tell you everything I know.
That's
probably where they are.
I say bravo to them. Bravo, parents, for being able to have the courage to say, your child is evil. I want nothing to do with you. I mean, that's not exactly what they said, but they really were not, it didn't seem that surprised by what had happened. They talked about just kind of what of a loser he's been his entire life, and just, a pariah on society. And just sick of trying to, the dad kept trying to set him up with something or like some sort of training, or and just sounded so frustrated with his son that he's just basically a big loser, doesn't do shit, doesn't get out of bed, blames everybody else for his problems, all that sort of shit. And really, really just, the dad's just like, fuck him. It was comical.
I was having a discussion with Siobhan Scott, our psychotherapist that's on with you. We were talking about animals, and male predators, human male predators, and how some people are just wired wrong. Yeah. And I brought in the animal aspect, the veterinary aspect, that sometimes there's nothing you can do. There is a dog or a cat that is just hardwired to do whatever it wants, and it's vicious. And you can train it, you can drug it, you can do all the things, and it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, genetically speaking, that creature is not wired correctly.
Sure.
And sometimes the best thing you can do for everybody, including that pet, is to put it down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in this case, these parents may have said, we did everything we could.
Mm-hmm.
And the genetic lottery we didn't hit,
Yeah.
He screwed up. We tried our best. There's nothing we could do. And he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I that is one thing where I could never, I could more easily visit and try and have a relationship with my kid if they killed somebody versus if they molested somebody.
Yeah, because it's an ongoing thing. It's, if you were to kill somebody, it's a fairly quick procedure, if you will.
I mean, and depending if it's what kind of killing it is, if, whatever. But if I had a son that was doing that, I would just be completely done. It's like, nope, no pity, no, like, oh gosh, how can I be here for you? Nope, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm out.
It's too much. You've made a conscious decision.
Yep.
And it's not like, oh, I fell down the stairs. No, if you're going to molest somebody, it's a pretty deliberate action.
Yeah, exactly. And especially, if you know it's true and it's, 1000% would not blink a fucking eye to walk away from somebody if they're doing something like that.
I wouldn't blame you a bit.
No. Anyway, that's a great, it's a great interview with the police. And one of the more candid, I think. They were just completely open about everything. And there is a piece in there where they do talk about believing that that Jennifer is a lot more involved in this than is noted. And them saying it's not fair that he's in jail and she's not. So I don't know. It's fascinating. Check it out. It's on our YouTube channel. It's on the podcast feed. Turn it up. When the kids get in the car and you're picking them up from school, like, hey kids, let's listen to this. No, seriously, don't do that. But when you don't have the kids in the car right now, go ahead and check that out. Very good listen.
You're in the thick of a true crime saga, every detail sinking in, and then wham, a commercial about something you couldn't care less about. It's like being served a microwaved dinner at a 5-star restaurant. But it doesn't have to be this way. Go for True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts. With True Crime Today Premium Plus, you get uninterrupted, ad-free episodes, extended interviews that dig even deeper into the muck, and early access so you can brag to your friends. It's like ordering the secret menu at a crime buffet. So, search for True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts, subscribe, and savor every twisted detail without interruption.